So if the stock market were to crash, what are two stocks that you would trade to make money? This question is something that I wanted to ask you because as the NASDAQ market begins to pull back, it's better to prepare than to be caught by a surprise. Again, all I ask you to do in return is to drop a thumbs up, as I love making these videos for you guys. I just want to make sure that you enjoy them. And the second thing is, comment down below. I'm going to share my top two. I want you to share your top two stocks that you would personally trade. Also, a quick little update on what it is and how it is that I traded DJT today. I made a little bit over $13,000 originally going long on it. And then just like I said on my first video today, I ended up shorting DJT for a second time. My first time, it ended up going red. I ended up cutting losses on it. But then the second time, it went exactly according to plan. And again, I post and show all of my trades with my LPP team. So not only do they get to watch me trade live every morning, but they also get my trade updates from every entry to every exit it is that I choose to take. They get to see it all. So if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, all I literally ask you to do is click that second link in the description and I'll see you at market open. But the first stock that obviously we have to talk about, it's a given, right? Especially if you've followed me for some time. SQQQ. For those that are unaware of what SQQQ is, very, very simple. It's an inverse triple leverage ETF for the NASDAQ market. So let me explain it. When the NASDAQ market goes up, SQQQ goes down 3 times the value of what NASDAQ market goes up. So therefore, if NASDAQ market begins to drop, SQQQ then goes up. But again, the example would be if NASDAQ market drops 1%, then SQQQ rises 3%, vice versa. If NASDAQ market rises 1%, then SQQQ drops 3%. It's one of my favorite ETFs to day trade when the NASDAQ market is dropping. And as you can see, SQQQ gained 3.67% today alone, finally breaking above the moving average on the 4-hour time frame. And on the day chart, I guess the day chart's not the best because, again, the rate that it decays. But overall, for QQQ, if you guys pay attention to that, NASDAQ market QQQ for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, in 2024. Yeah, the first time. I don't know if you guys know this. You guys might not think it's a big deal. For the first time, NASDAQ QQQ is actually trading below EMA on the day chart. This is pretty significant for all of 2024 because the last time we did this, we retraced down to the moving average. Again, no one can predict the future. I'm just sharing this. And this is exactly why I'm making this video, because if the NASDAQ market continues to drop, then guess what goes up? Well, yes, just like we talked about it, SQQQ goes up when the NASDAQ market goes down. Now, the second stock that I personally am going to short the crap out of is SMCI. Let me explain. Now, SMCI, I got to give credit where it's due. This thing has pumped. It's an overhyped up AI company, and I view it to be an overreaction of whatever NVIDIA does. NVIDIA is the juggernaut of AI. No question about it. I don't even know if I would feel comfortable shorting it. When it comes down to NVIDIA, I actually want it to pull back because I want to buy it because I think it's such an incredible company. But this piece of crap company, I am so excited to short it because anytime that NVIDIA has a good day, this thing has an overreaction 3 times, 5 times, sometimes 10 times of what NVIDIA has experienced. NVIDIA goes up 3%, this thing goes up 10 or 15%. If NVIDIA is down a little bit, then this thing drops much more significantly. Just think about it, right? If NVIDIA begins to drop with the NASDAQ market, if NASDAQ market begins to drop as NVIDIA is part of big tech, then so will SMCI. And that is my favorite thing about this, is because how it overreacted on the way up, it will most likely overreact on the way down. And let's just go ahead and plug this into the risk to reward ratio calculator. Let's plan out this short trade. So I need to wait for confirmation that it breaks below this EMA on the day chart. And that means that I would need SMCI to trade below 870 and let's say even 860 per share. Let's say 850 to go with that pretty number. From 850, I would like to short it. And let's say that it goes down to the moving average. That would offer me about 44% of potential profit if I short this and it goes exactly according to plan from, again, the break below the super trend, below the EMA, showing signs of progress below the EMA, and then working its way back down to the moving average. And that overall entry price would be exit price would be right around 470. So let's go ahead and plug this in very quickly. So instead of NVIDIA, I'm going to go ahead and plug in SMCI, and this is going to be a short, right? So my desired entry for this short, like I said, is going to be right around 850, and my desired exit for this short, like I said, is going to be right around that moving average, and I'll be conservative. I'll do more around 500 instead of the exact EMA, as the EMA will the moving average will most likely move up as it continues to trade up there. And then my overall stop loss, like every trade doesn't have to go according to plan. If I go in at 850 and it breaks back above EMA, I have to understand that's a break of pattern. I will cut losses. That will most likely be right around 900, right? Giving it a $50 cushion from 850. And if it moves up, as this is a short position, this means that this would go, cut losses at if it breaks above $900 per share. So super easy. My desired entry for this short is 850. My desired exit is going to be right around 500. And my desired stop loss is going to be if it breaks back above EMA, meaning that it's going back to being bullish. I don't want to short something that's bullish, so I'll cut losses right around 900. Full entry, exit, stop loss, a 7 multiple risk to reward ratio. So what exactly does that mean? That means it offers 7% of upside for every 1% of downside. I love that. That would meet my criteria, and I would not be buying those many shares. Jesus. But let's go ahead and lower this. So let's go ahead and say that with SMCI, I buy a total of, let's just keep it light, 50 shares. It's going to be right under $50,000. And that means that I could potentially make $17,500, but I could potentially lose $2,500. This is the reason that I love our risk to reward ratio calculator, because it makes it easier for you to understand the risk you are about to take before actually taking it. And just like I said, SMCI and QQQ are my two top stocks that I would love to short when the market and if the market begins to drop. Now, you have to let me know down in the comment section which two would be your personal favorite that you would like to pay attention to. And remember, I would love to invite you to my live trading session tomorrow. All I ask you to do is drop a thumbs up, and also make sure you click that second link in the description down below and join our LPP group, and I'll see you at Market Open for our live trading session. Don't forget to subscribe, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.